Hello and happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to another Z1 Randomizer race. We are doing spring tournament flags tonight. I am your commentator, Boof and Boom. Joining me is Alsoa, and we have Kairos on tracking. Alsoa, how are you tonight?
Quack. Also, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It seems like the 2022 tournament flags pretty easy. Well, nothing too much in terms of like really ridiculous out of the box shenanigans. First quest overworld, shapes dungeons, community hints, basic start shuffle, enemy and boss hit points. Yeah, something dark side. Exactly.
Something extra bosses.
Right. So I'm looking forward to at least 5 Patras. Why not?
Given that my most memorable experience with this flag set is 11 Patras and level 7, I want that.
Okay, 11, 7, 11. Got it.
Yes.
Actually, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Heading out for a quick slushy. Too late. They're readying up.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Truant Gamer, Fury SK, Leslie Pro, and Vincent on our screens today. There are going to be, I'm assuming, other people in the race time room racing alongside us for this weekly race, yes?
Yes, we've got 17 people tonight.
Ooh, very, very nice.
And we start on the screen.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not. I don't think the Death Mountain covered by Lionel's start screen was enacted. So it looks like we've got some people looking around. Okay, 40 for Candle, 48 Candle, and 80 for Key, and level 6.
All right. Sorry about that. I had to move something real quick.
Oh no, you are completely fine. Looks like Truant is going to pick up that free heart off the floor, doing a little bit of dungeon crawling, the Rick 6. Since I know what that is, now I am definitely going to be using it all the time.
All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Do we want some early math or not?
Yes.
All right, so the only level that we found so far is 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a candle for 68, and the arrows also had an 8 in their what's it called, price value.
Okay.
So we have 8 minus 6 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, which means we'll find one of level 2 or 3 next.
Where'd the 3 come from?
2 cubed.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I'm more inclined to say we're going to find level 2 next. We may also find level 4, just because it would be the next step down from by 2.
Well, if it's in any of these open caves so far, no go, as it looks like Leslie Pro has found a staircase. I'm not sure if this was the transport staircase or the item. Oh, bomb upgrade for 96. There it is.
Well, all right.
All right, this is a very good
No.
As I have spoken too soon, unfortunately, but Leslie does know that there is some fantastic treasures to be had in this level 6. Didn't get the free heart on the floor, though, that Truant Gamer did. Let's see if they've got some better luck.
Keys are one of the hardest enemies in this game, don't you know? That's always a terrible thing you have to do.
But I love it.
Use a bomb to kill a key so that you don't die to get the silvers.
It is a tough choice, but one that I'm pretty sure was easy to make at this point. Ooh, cheap shield for 81? Might be
61.
Some big...
Yeah, 81.
Oh, that was a 6? Or...
Nope, that was an 8. I misread.
Oh, okay. Nope, that's fine, because I gotta need a new pair of glasses at some point. I finally hit that age where they're going like up on my forehead to see something close.
Oh, and you know what? That's where the 3 comes in, because there's 3 8s in that shop.
Ooh, okay. Alright, Vincent did find a secret in level 6, or a vanilla 6, I should say, that was 36. So we're seeing lots of 6s here. 3 6s, 8, so... Trying to figure out to math this. Of course, I'm not as good at this as you are.
Well, 3 and 6 is 9, but the only 3 and 6 we've seen is in the mid-secret, and so far we've seen more 8s than 6s, and we find level 5. Well, my math is wrong.
Did you factor in pie?
I factored in pie, but I forgot to factor in E and the number of cookies I've had today.
And how many has that been?
3.
Ooh. Alright. Well, we did find the magic sword east of the Vanilla Armos item spot. So I don't know if we're going to see our runners coming back here. There's no heart shuffle to be had, so I've always found it a little bit harder to get up to that magic 10 to 14.
I think we'll see it if the game just decides to throw hearts at him.
Alright, so with bombs, Truant Gamer was able to find one of our any rows, which is west of the lower left corner. And let's see if he's choosing to take the rest of these caves to see where they go.
Looks like Truant will. Oh, that's a spot. So we get the tippy top of Death Mountain, one of our power bracelet locations, and back to Deadwoods.
Yeah, C minus. If it was something over in the right corner, I'd give it a higher grade.
Yeah, I have to give it at least a B, because any time you get an Any Road to Death Mountain, it automatically earns a B for me. Unless all 4 of them... Oh, what the... Okay, that's a large secret.
Alright, definitely want to see a big shield purchase.
You could purchase... Wait, 81. You can't quite purchase 2 big shields with 1 large secret. That would be an amazing thing to have happen, though. Hey, there's a sword.
Alright. And Truant, I do believe, has seen at least one shop that does have the candle in it, so it looks like... Okay, wood sword was east. Alright. And with his last bomb over at Monocle Rock, 63 for wood arrows, but we do not need that.
I mean, you can still buy them just to, have them. Maybe they make really good shish kebabs.
That's true. Or skewers for s'mores. Oh, look, another level we didn't think we were going to see.
Okay, so 7... hold on, 7 minus 5 is 2, and there's a bait block.
Yes, and if it is required, I will be the happiest little princess in the entire world.
Well, so far you need a ladder to have even a chance of getting around it.
Alright, I like where this is going.
True. And there's a shoot room.
So far, still no chance to go up.
And there's a spiral stair. With a Gleeok and a bomb.
Alright, but this may just be the item, and there might not be any transport going up.
It's an item, it's an any key.
Oh my goodness. So far, this has been a very generous seed. Where are those 11 Patras you were talking about?
Well... Okay, Fury's found level 3, but... Maybe they're here at level 3.
Okay.
Well, no, that's left Mola.
That's a little bit of a problem. But Truant now does have... Oh, I would say just sitting very pretty. Aw, chunky gels. Love it. But so far, Truant very, very pretty right now. With any key, silver arrows, plenty of money to buy that candle.
Or me.
It's true, because he knows there's a bait block.
Bombs for Fury.
Alright, and... Oh, dang it. No, wait, we knew about this one. That's right. Because that's when we saw the bait block and I got tickled.
A potential item here in level 5 for Leslie, but have to get past, well, that.
Well, so far, employing the run screaming method, which unfortunately didn't work, as Fury sees another left Mola, and is going to be employing the bomb and then get your behind right back in the doorway technique. Oh, here's level 2.
It's got the nice icy blue color.
I love some of these dungeon colors. And walks right into a mugger and becomes zombie princess.
Looks like Leslie's gonna like to not to check that stair in 5, and there's the Patra.
Okay. Alright. That's where that is. Perfect.
Why does the Octorok like swords?
Because secretly the Octorok is an octopus and wants to be a takoyaki, which is traditionally served on a wooden skewer.
Alright. I can go with that. I've never had that, but I'll go with it.
I've had it once, and it really wasn't bad, but it's also fried, and pretty much like almost anything that's fried is delicious.
We have an Armos item sighting. It's a wand.
Oh, well, that's something.
And now I'm trying to think of things that you couldn't possibly fry and make delicious.
Well, I mean, are we going to include inedible things like an old boot?
No.
Okay.
Because that would be too easy.
Alright, so while we are pondering this, Vincent has acquired a blue candle and can now get some more overworld exploration in, but so far, I'd say we found quite a number of nice things.
Yes. I think Truant right now has the early advantage just from having dug the dungeons, but Jerry's not too far behind on a potential any key out of this level 7.
Yep, and Leslie Pro has picked up a blue candle as well, so everybody has a little advantage in their own way. So don't ever ask me who's ahead, because I'm not even going to be able to tell you until they're holding up the... No, technically they hold up the Triforce at the end when they rescue the kidnapped. That's true.
So we have a Wall Master saying to vote him for the next Smash, but Master Hand and Crazy Hand are both already in it.
That's true. Well, maybe he's tired of their cousins getting, all the attention, so he wants to be part of it.
We're gonna end up with a 3-handed Smash. Master Hand, Crazy Hand, and Grabby Hand.
Oh my gosh, and there's the white sword item.
But you can't get it on 4 hearts at least, so the seed has something! As Fury takes a death to the Gleeok that's guarding the magic key.
Well, something. But not nothing. So maybe we'll be lucky and it rolls up to 6 and the rest of the heart containers are just buried behind power bracelets. Like all the free heart containers behind power bracelets, rest of them in levels where you're not going to dig them out.
Well, we find level 1.
Ooh. Who rolled this? This is too easy.
So, looking over my notes that I don't have in front of me, I think the only levels we haven't seen yet are 8 and 9.
Have we seen 4?
No, we've not seen 4.
All right. Then we're back we're in order with each other because I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. The location of our magic sword, our white sword, our any roads. This seed is being too nice. What is this nonsense? 10 minutes in, 10, 11 minutes in, we already know pretty much all the things.
Like maybe tonight the seed is like, well, you know what? I got places to be. I can't sit here and wait for these guys to try to find everything. Just take all the stuff and leave me alone. I have a headache.
It's quite possible. I mean, Christmas is coming up. Could do some last-minute shopping.
Well, based on the amount of money in this seed, it definitely wants you to do some shopping. Jerry's now in level 1. Leslie is looking around on the overworld. And do keep in mind, Leslie does know, as I completely missed what the ghost item was.
Blue boomerang.
Oh, well, that's probably not getting picked up ever.
Probably not.
Leslie does know that the silvers are in 6. He just needs to go back there and pick them up, which he'll probably do when he goes back to 6 for his Triforce.
Okay. That's not too terrible.
And without a bow, there is a bit of logic to, well, the silver arrows don't do you anything, so it doesn't make sense to constantly try to force yourself to get those now. Especially because Leslie is the only runner without a sword yet.
I hadn't even noticed that.
Also, look at the price of that bait. It's 48 rupees. That's beautiful.
I mean, it is going to be pushing you towards that purchase. I mean, that potential bait block in... No, wait, he got the Triforce out of 7. Heck.
Yeah, there's actually no bait block.
Well then. For funsies then. For the love of funsies.
Both Fury and Truant are in the same room clearing the same Gleeok, and both are going to get a key for their efforts, and both of them don't need it.
Right, as Leslie does find a heart container shop, or heart container take any, I should say, on the coast. And let's see what else we got. We have the letter.
Potions are not a bad thing.
I mean, well, Red Ring hasn't been found, so I mean, it's probably going to be on the floor here in 1. If it is, I have now completely agreed with your tactic that the sea just wants to go home. right, so Vincent is now going to go up and find his bow over in this Vanilla 2. Unfortunately, no chance of picking it up as Leslie takes an on-screen death, and Truant and Fury are both out of level 1 without really giving us a peek at what was inside.
I have to assume there was a ladder block.
Alright, so there's still hope for shenanigans. Maybe ladder buried deep in 8, which requires you to get the power bracelet out of 6. 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have the item out of 6 already.
It's the secret item out of 6.
I'm okay with it being in 5, but I also want it behind like 8 patches.
So to answer a question in chat, I'm just going to run down the flags real quick. It's a first quest overworld with shapes, dungeons, community hints, easy start shuffle. The level 9 entry is 8 Triforces. Start room swaps, enemy and boss hit points plus or minus 2. Full cave shuffle, forced overworld blocks, extra candles, shuffle dungeon locations. Let's see. What else do we have? Second quest rooms, enemy group shuffle, extra bosses. And I do believe that is about it. Let me see. Do we have... book is an atlas. What was the last thing we read?
It sounds about like everything.
Yeah. All of the stuff that really matters.
Something extra bosses.
Right.
Which, for an extra boss to see, this has been pretty tame so far. Come on, game. Pick it up. Come on.
Well, we have seen one Patra. So, I mean, at least we know they do exist in this seed.
Wait, why don't we just put the power bracelet in that 8 blue wizard room with the corridor stair so that nobody ever wants to go back to it, and then you put the red ring in 8 behind the ladder. Which is also an 8.
We could do that. Alright, let me see.
I don't think we have important items in 9.
No, that one's not selected.
Which is reasonably important because it basically actually has a higher chance of just forcing the red ring to be in 9 by default.
Which stinks for our runners, but I mean, considering all of the goodies that they got already, I mean, pretty much, with the exception of the ladder, they're in go mode as soon as they know where that bow and silvers are.
And the small secret is 2 rupees.
Alright, so 145 plus 36 plus 2 is 183. No. Yes. Yes?
Go to the calculator.
Alright, so Fury has picked up another heart and is now up to 5 as well. So Leslie is in level 1, Truant is in level 3, Vincent is on the coast about to get his free heart container, and Fury is in the dead woods burning it down.
Your math was correct.
Sweet. So I'd say that's pretty good. Seems like it kind of evens itself out quite nicely.
And I just calculated the total number of rupees that are available in this seed, and it comes out to about 767.
I'm okay with this, because I don't really think we're going to see it purchased on much else, except for, as Leslie is giving us an example, the Pepsi price was 30-something, and the Coke price was 88, so it does make more sense, even though it takes you a couple extra seconds to save some money and buy 2 blue potions.
Leslie has the wand, Truant Gamer has the Triforce out of 3, Fury is in level 2. And, you know, I have to say, this game is horrendously unrealistic, because Pepsi is actually more expensive than Coke.
Is it? I don't honestly know.
Well, out here, they want like $9 for an 8-pack now. Sorry, a 12-pack.
Oh, yeah, they can, no. I'm not going to say that. This is a family-friendly program. All right. So, level 2 is a little seahorse holding up a store. He's got a little gun in his hands.
See, my first thought was it is a hook that has been in the sea so long things are growing off of it.
All right. I'm for that, too.
We know exactly what it isn't, though. And nothing in the blank room.
All right, but at least Patra is definitely the gatekeeper here if you can't run screaming past it.
And the wand was our Armos item today.
Yes.
That's a Triforce. Oh, wait, hold on. Did we get a bow? We get a bow!
We got a bow! 5 hearts is the answer. As Leslie Pro now is... Now, Leslie did take that death in 6, right? It was Leslie? Who
Yes.
took death to the keys in 6, so knows where the silvers are. With the wand... I don't honestly hate the idea of going back immediately. Just so that way you have that extra bit of ammunition in your arsenal. Clear the level out. Why not? As Vincent goes to the White Sword Cave and finds... nothing.
You know what I think Leslie would like?
All the Triforces to just fall out of the sky along with the princess.
And I was going to say a sword, but that too. Although Leslie does have the wand now, so sword isn't... Oh, that's a red candle on level 2.
Oh, there was that on Fury's side?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And it was in the very tippy top corner.
Well, why not? So Fury got the red candle, knows where the Triforce is. At this point, I have to guess fishing for that heart container in order to make sure that you have the 6 hearts necessary in order to pick up that bow.
Yep. Really nice spawn from Fury.
And the lag is real, but... Oh.
Well, the lag might be a good thing, though. Oh, look, another patcher.
Oh, good. So nice to see them.
Vincent
right,
up to 6 hearts.
Yep. Alright, so Leslie back in 6, picking up the silver arrows. Perfect. And it looks like Fury did not find the heart container they were looking for.
It's probably in that Patra room that both of them ran screaming past.
Ah, perfect. So Patra is guarding something. Unfortunately for this Patra, it is not something that is necessary, as we know that 5 is the magic number to pick up our bow tonight.
Fury got the Triforce out of 2. Truant will not be far behind. But Truant will go ahead and look for the item, given that... Well, there's enough things missing. There's probably a pretty good chance that it's going to be a good item. And then you see it, and it's a red candle, and you're like, I don't need this.
Yeah, especially with the wand. I mean, Book is Atlas, yes, but ugh. The idea of setting myself on fire with the red ring, probably buried in 9. I don't know.
Well, it is a good way to reset your count.
True. But that also implies getting to 10 without getting hit.
Well, that's why you just don't run into the fire until you're ready to reset it. Totally, you just do that. Totally.
So easy.
The other thing is, I think Book and Wand combo is underrated a little bit when it comes to fighting land mullas. Because the land mullas often will just stick around in the fire because they're so big.
Fair.
Truant is now going to go ahead and grab the Triforce out of level 2. Leslie finds the map of 6, and it's actually not too terribly big today.
It looks like a frog down on one knee proposing.
So it's just... Alright, so Zelda and Princess and the frog now exist in the same universe.
Correct.
Okay, so if those two exist in the same universe, that means Zelda's a Disney princess now.
Right.
And if Zelda's a Disney princess, that means that she can get training from Ripley on how to escape Ganon's dungeon without needing Link to do it. Because I believe Disney also owns the Alien franchise.
Well, I mean, it's about time she learned some self-reliance.
Fury is going to get the bow. Vincent's going to go back to level 3. Drunk Gamer's going to buy the meat. Even though he has the item in Triforce out of level 7.
That is interesting.
Now, there is a thing you can do with the meat where you just throw it on the ground and the gorillas will go to it, so maybe he's thinking about that.
Or you buy it for the meme.
Or maybe you just buy it so that when you're scrolling, you have extra scrolls and you're just used to it. I mean, that's certainly an option.
Or you throw it on the ground and hope that like Ganon trips over it and like face plants into the wall so you can just stab him.
I like that idea.
Alright, we do see an arrow block here in level 3 as... Oh, Fury and Vincent are in the same room. Vincent gets it first.
Fury not far behind. We have a sink going into the stair, and they both get the recorder at the same time.
Alright.
They almost had exactly the same keys pattern, too.
Now, I do see that we have a forced overworld block, so we have at least one overworld block that might be blocked by either the recorder, the power bracelet, or the raft.
Yes. And remember that number is a minimum, not a maximum.
So, technically speaking, we are still missing 4, 8, and 9. Could be blocked by more than one, so we could get the recorder, which then leads to, let's say, 4, which gets us the power bracelet, which leads us to 8, which then gets the ladder.
And then you have to take the ladder back into level 1. You go in there to get your raft. Raft gets you into 9, and then it's deep buried in 9. Behind Zelda is the blue boomerang.
It'd have to be wooden boomerang.
Okay, we'll just put some spray paint on the wooden boomerang and call it blue.
Love it.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with Zelda 1 is, like, everything is just a spray paint version of itself, basically. Oh, hey. Fury's gonna go through the mate block.
Alright, unfortunately, I can't... Maybe, no, wait, the map can drop in this room, though, right? An item can... No, an item can't drop in a shutter door room, can it?
I think items can drop in
Wait,
shutter
yes,
door rooms, but there can't be stairs, and I think that room can only drop in 4.
Okay. Heck. Well, Fury went straight for the Triforce.
See, the bait block got you to the Triforce much quicker.
True. So, while not required, definitely convenient.
Vincent walked past the Triforce in level 3. I'm guessing he's looking for keys or maybe hearts.
Well, considering what is past the Triforce, I would nope out of there immediately. Alright, and Fury opting to buy, well, not buy, but pick up a red potion instead of a heart. From his take any, which, sure.
Yeah, that's pretty normal to see when you have the hearts necessary for the white sword item. It's often better to just pick up the potion out of there than it is to try to buy one.
Gotcha.
Especially when you've got bow, you've got arrows. Fury does need to go to 6 to get the silvers. But the silvers are pretty quick in 6 anyway, so they're kind of hard to miss. Leslie now in level 2.
Well, the problem that Vincent and Fury are going to have is they don't know that they passed up the silvers in 6. And 6 is that kind of level that's on the cusp of, you know, do I want to go back in there and dig it? It's a tough sell, in my opinion.
Well, the main thing going for the both of them is they don't have the Triforce out of it yet, so they have to kind of dig it a little bit anyway.
Okay. Now, we did see there were 2 ways to it, though, because I know Leslie and Truant both kind of had, like, a different way to get there. Because
Yes.
Truant found the heart on the floor on his way to the item. Leslie did not. But Vincent is back in level 2. We'll be able to pull out nothing, unfortunately, very useful here. Go say hi to Patra.
We are seeing a little bit of a bonus towards the red candle. That is, you can do infinite candle boosts. Looks like Fury's headed back into level 6. Or not. Maybe he wants a ladder before he goes back in there.
I wouldn't blame you. Especially considering what we've got so far. I would like to find more levels, or let's see. So, as of what we found, because one I think we've confirmed one is hard ladder blocked.
Yes.
Okay.
More or less.
So, hard ladder block in 1. Let's see. Nobody dug the item out of 5. I don't think there was anything in 5 that was that disgusting, other than the fact that it wasn't really in a location that was near other levels. Ah, our tracker is pointing out that level 9 was found at Recorder Lake.
Ooh. I completely missed that.
I did too. I am going to have to get my eyesight checked.
I'm just going to blame the fact that we're watching 4 people at once and trying to make sense of what all 4 people are doing at the same time, even though 2 of them are in the same level doing the same things.
That's fair. Unfortunately, the half tile gets Truant Gamer before he can scoot his butt in the cave, and back to start we go.
So the 3 hardest enemies in this game are Keys, the Grid, and Beamos.
I always thought chunky Tektites.
No, they just like to break. Like, chunky Tektites are your friend that likes to, when they have a little bit extra to drink, they just decide to go smash through the walls, except Tektites jump over the walls. It's a very interesting thing, because I've never seen a spider jump like that.
I have never had a friend come over and drink so much they went through my walls. And I hope never to.
Yeah, I only have stories from people that worked in college dorms.
Gotcha.
Like how one guy decided to put a skylight in his dorm.
What floor did he live on?
Presumably the top floor, but the skylight was just a hole in the roof.
Because, I mean, if you're going to tell me he lived on the bottom floor, then I've got more questions than I think you have answers.
No. I think... No, the guy with the propane tanks in the closet was the 2nd floor. He wanted his grill indoors! And he's like, I need propane!
Okay. So Fury is poking around in level 6 looking for the Triforce, does come across a ladder block, which I don't remember if anybody had completely full cleared this 6 to know if this was true or not, as Truant is in level 3. Nope, it is not. So Fury with the Triforce out of 6, Truant with the 2D Flute out of 3, and Vincent and Leslie both in level 2.
Vincent's just picked up the Triforce in level 2. Leslie already had that, but is going ahead and looking for the item. We'll see if Vincent goes back for the item or if he already saw it.
Don't remember, to be perfectly honest. We'll see if he does hit start and we see red candle in the inventory. Oh, Song of Storms for Recorder tonight. I love that.
That's one thing that, even if people, like, for whatever reason, are not fans of the 3D Zeldas, because they like the 2D ones more, they just aren't a fan of the series, the music is just spot on.
Absolutely. Although I have to say, my most favorite game ever that had, like, the most amazing soundtrack was Bastion, if you've ever heard of that.
I've heard of it, I've never played it or actually listened to the soundtrack of it.
It is worth listening to the soundtrack even if you never want to play the game. It's an action platformer. But welcome in Speed Gaming for the raid. Thank you very much. You are joining us in the middle of our weekly Zelda 1 randomizer race. We have some nice contestants showing us how it's done. I'd say we're about midway through. We still have some secrets to uncover, but we're getting there.
And we are getting the items out of the dungeons we do know the locations of, so we're getting some more clues as to, okay, where should the runner start to look for more things. I think right now the answer is going to be in level 5. What? Did we just find 4? We found 4.
We just found 4, but that's not... I'll have to explain to you. My partner, Jam Eviler, is giving shenanigans.
Well, there's a heart.
Alright, did anybody see where Truant found 4? I was distracted momentarily.
Looks like, according to our tracker, it's at the Grave Potion Shop.
Oh. Thank you very, very much, Kairos. Doing an excellent job keeping us monkeys in track. And Fury going over to the Forgotten Spot, so let's see if that's going to give us anything.
The old man has requested not to be stabbed. And Truant complied. Therefore, Truant will get exactly 1 cookie.
And a Patra guarding a staircase that you have to squeak by, and more land molas.
You know, the land molas wouldn't be so bad if their respawns weren't bugged. Yeah, the thing with land molas is they're supposed to be treated like bosses, which means once you kill them, they're dead for good. But their respawn interaction's actually bugged where you only get one pass-through before they respawn.
Interesting.
So you find in level 4 the power bracelet. There we go.
Alright, progression. And Fury is back in level 5, so I'll be very interested to see what goodies are in store for him here.
I'm gonna guess a book.
Okay. So, we've got Leslie in level 3, Vincent unfortunately taking a death to some, I believe it was Wizrobes, over here in level 7. Fury is running screaming, and Truant is just taking his time in the doorway. And level 4 is a very poorly played game of Tetris.
That level 4 has 4 segments.
Well, I mean, level 4, 4 segments. I mean, the math checks out, right?
And 4 plus 4 is 8, which means, well, 4 plus 4 is 8, and we've also found 8 dungeons, which means level 8 is the only dungeon we can find by default. Now, 4 times 4 is 16, and there is no level 16, as we know.
But the power bracelet was in 4, which maybe means that 4, because 4 times 2 is 8, so level 4 is the answer to get you to 8.
And if we go further, there's also 4 power bracelet spots to check, even though one of them has already been taken out of the pool.
Alright,
level...
math checks out.
This level 7 looks like a grenade.
I am going to say it is a candle flame that is about to get blown out.
I like it.
And now that I think about it, there was a bomb upgrade in 6th that I don't believe anybody was able to partake in, but let's see. Vincent might be the only one left who might actually be able to, or at least be interested in it, depending on what time he goes back there.
Triforce out of 3 for Leslie. Triforce out of 7 for Vincent. Fury's still perusing 5. Jurens is finding more patches than 4.
Well, this is good, though. I mean, we wanted Patras, and the game is giving us Patras.
And we could have a ladder block Triforce.
Alright. So far, no, but Truant does have the map and is able to explore everything just to make sure.
Vincent back in level 6. Triforce out of 5 for Fury. We'll see if he elects to go back in.
At this point, I feel you kind of have to. I mean, you know you need the ladder.
Yeah. You need the ladder. You also still need your overworld. You also still need to find level 8.
Right. Although, technically speaking, we do have the overworld block satisfied, with 9 being at 7, but and forgive me if I haven't seen it, but has anybody really been up to Death Mountain?
I believe Truant's been up there and didn't find much of anything of value besides a bunch of caves that you bomb open.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that, because I may be misremembering.
Oh, I'm quoting the heck out of you on that.
Alright, fine. Quote Mr. Alsoa, somebody check Death Mountain.
Well, according to the tracker, nobody really has checked, so let's just call it a good old-fashioned maybe, and leave it there.
Yep.
Cool.
Truant has a couple of rooms left in 4 that he can still check before he's just out of 4. By a couple, I mean 1, but he's just gonna leave. Leslie's picked up the magical key out of level 7. Vincent has not quite gotten over to those silver eras just yet, as Truant's gonna be checking some power bracelet spots and just gets money.
Alright, so Vincent is going to find the Triforce and is going to... I thought that the silvers were more in the little left, the little bended knee of the frog.
Yeah, he just hasn't been over there yet, but okay. I would expect, given that he knows that he needs even though he may have seen level 9 at Recorder Lake, he probably figures, okay, I don't have that many spots left to check. I should check for my overworld blocking items. I'm going to go back in. And that's exactly what he's doing as we get the raft in 5. Now the turntables continue to turn.
So, we know 2 of the 4 power bracelet spots are dead because Truant did check this one that Fury has right here. I don't know.
It's a 50-50 on raft or power bracelet, assuming it's not in Death Mountain. And you know what? Honestly, it's looking like it doesn't matter because both runners are going to have both anyway.
I love it.
And based on the items we have left... Wait. Hold on. Knowing that 1 is completely ladder blocked, and ladder can't be in 9, I think that forces ladder into 8.
Okay. Which is completely fine. Because we know we have all of the tools that we require to actually get to it, wherever it may be, whether under a power bracelet push block or one of our 2 raft spots. Now, Vincent did pull the silvers out of 6. Very good. So now it's just a question of, alright, where do I go next?
Yeah. Like, this is kind of transitioning into the late game part of the seed where you've got most, if not everything you need. You're just trying to find your last couple of levels, and this is where I think overworld routing efficiency is really what shines.
Ooh. Unfortunately, Truant was not able to get around that. I think the half tile did them in again.
Yeah, the half tiles in this game are kind of mean.
I do that sometimes where I think I've got it, and I forget that I'm on the half tile, or I do a turn thinking I'm on the full tile, and I get bopped by something. And then the cats go running because I inevitably start swearing.
We have been told in the chat that we must save Princess Zelda, but Vincent's playing as Zelda, so is Vincent saving Princess Zelda as Princess Zelda, which means Princess Zelda is saving herself?
Well, I mean, you can only save yourself, this is true.
Gonna get a map of 5. That is... Honestly, that looks like a low rendition of Cubert's head.
I was gonna say either that or just, let's see, what birds generally have a larger beak? Not pelican, though, that's too large.
Toucan would also be too large.
Yeah. How about a duck?
I'm okay with a duck.
Okay.
Ooh, a clock in this wizard room for Truant. And Leslie's on the path to the Triforce in level 7. Vincent is now on Death Mountain.
But so far, unfortunately, nothing that he's really going to find up here, at least from what I saw so far, is just the Any Road spot, which I believe is the screen that he's on right now. Yep, there's the staircase.
Truant Gamer's continuing to look for the Triforce in 5, as Fury's looking for the Triforce in 4.
And Leslie found the Triforce in 7.
Vincent has found the hint shot.
Cool.
That's a compass in level 4, and that is definitely a ladder block Triforce.
Alright, ladder block has been confirmed.
And the runners may not know this yet. Truant, Gamer, and Fury are probably the most clued into it, but we have a pretty good sense that by process of elimination between the ladder block in 1 and no important items in 9, that ladder is going to be in 8, but we cannot speak as to what the other item is going to be because there are no restrictions on any of the other items that are left out there.
Yep. And so, depending on how long it takes Fury, because Truant has an educated guess that it's a ladder block. I don't know if they completely explored 4. Fury is definitely going to know.
Truant has been in the room with the patcher, but opted not to clear it. But given Truant had 1 or 2 rooms left, and there was a reasonably high chance of a ladder block, I can understand just saying, you know what, forget it, I'll come back when I have a ladder. Leslie's in level 1, does not quite know yet that it's hard ladder blocked. Unless there's some really magic bomb wall.
Did you see what Vincent just found?
No.
Vincent just found level 8.
So that means none of the items matter. I love it.
Nope, only one overworld block tonight, even though there was spicy little clues. So it was the transition between East and West Death Mountain, and Vincent is opting not to go in.
I think he's pirouetting the door to see how many bomb walls open.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe not. Vincent has not found level 4 yet. So Vincent may be looking for level 4. Truant has found level 8.
Oh, that's a level 8 color.
It's mauve. It's still better than the eye-blinding teal.
Alright, I'll agree with you on that.
That's a level.
That's a sewing machine.
Oh, I was going to say, my first thought was Krang.
Sure. It is Krang approaching his sewing machine.
Yes.
Cool. But now Truant, we know, is definitely going to be digging this out. Knows that this is the level that we need to be in order to make some progression. Beholder is a good one too. It's good. Love it. Truant has to be very, very careful. Cannot take any hits. Waiting for the manhandler to cooperate.
You know, we said something about patches, but I think this is perfectly fine.
Oh, this is more than fine. This is fantastic. Anything that is stressing our runners is fantastic.
And there's a bomb pack. Truant gets a heart for his efforts, and immediately bombs the wall to the north and gets nothing.
I didn't say it was perfect.
Hey, there's a Goma.
Oh, hello.
Hope you got your bow.
Well, Fury is not too far behind Truant, because Fury is basically going to be doing the same thing. Unless they get unlucky with bombs. So let's hope that some of these moblins are... Nope. Not going to be nice.
Leslie Pro is doing the verification of level 1 is fully ladder blocked.
Alright, and now Vincent has found level 4. Which, you were right. Wanted to find this first, and definitely will elect to dig it, as it is the smaller of the two dungeons, but we'll also get the unfortunate news that the ladder block is incoming.
But there is a free heart.
Alright, so Leslie now has verification. Is gonna kill Aquamentus just to... Oh, and gets mocked by the map. There is no way, unfortunately, to clip over that.
And probably breathing a small sigh of relief that it's like, well, okay, at least it's not something major like a book, because then that would just be all the maps, or a red ring.
True.
Although maybe you want the red ring there. First transport stair found for Truant, and also the only transport stair in this level 8.
Now, Fury unfortunately ran out of bombs, and that pushed them off of Death Mountain, and unfortunately is now going to give him the runaround of the raft checks, which are not necessary.
Yeah, and he might also go check the power bracelet spots before coming back.
I mean, which is not bad routing, but we just unfortunately know that had they had the bombs, this would have been saving quite a bit of time. Who knows, maybe they'll find a bomb shop on the way. And then do the quick routing of the power bracelet spots, and then shoot right back up to Death Mountain.
If he saw the bomb grade in 6, I guess he could also get that. So Truant's going to try to get the rollover, but doesn't get the rollover bomb from the manhandler. The manhandler goes down. Truant finds a potential stair room here in a bunch of gibdos. There's a bomb shop for Fury.
There we go.
He's probably okay with that, but probably would have rather found level 8.
Alright, and Vincent is using the south door trick in order to line up the web robes very nicely.
Gets the map of level 4, gets the power bracelet. But I think he's seen all the levels. That's why he skipped it.
And here's our ladder in 8. So
Dun-dun-dun.
Yep. Truant Gamer is now in go mode at 48 minutes in.
Yes. The question is, how much more will Truant dig, especially of level 1, given that if you find Book Red Ring in level 1, that's a very nice set of items to have going into 9, given Book is Atlas.
Well, I want to get a look at it, because, I mean, you found that if he's going to probably kill the Aquamentus going into 1 to cross over the water, and the map is going to be right there. I want to see what it looks like, and if it's not really terrible, I'd dig it out, because there's a lot of nice things. There's Betty, there's the book, there's the red ring. There's nicer good things on the floor to be had, especially if it's only going to take like a minute or 2 to go through.
Triforce out of 8 for Truant as Fury enters level 8. I think Truant is not going to go back in until the game tells him he has to, which it will not.
Correct.
But he will want to go to level 1. He's still got a couple of Triforce pieces to clean up. He's still got to get the Triforce piece out of 4, which is where he's headed now. He does have the Triforce piece out of 5. Oh, boy.
Oh.
This seat is too easy.
Yeah. So, who rolled this? I know who rolled this.
Oh, Truant didn't get the Triforce out of level 5. He elected to come back with Ladder, which now he can go get that compass.
Oh.
I was mistaken. And then obviously everybody has to go back to 1 after they get the ladder.
Yep. So Leslie picking up the raft out of 5, and Vincent is going through level 4, praying to everything that is holy that it is not ladder blocked, but unfortunately we'll get the news very shortly.
But at least you have Tridonga, so you're more or less, as long as you have Sword available, guaranteed to leave this room with full bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with the Tridonga rooms, because on the one hand, they're really nice for not being a giant resource-intensive room, because you just plant a couple of bombs, come out of it with full bombs, but they're a little bit slow for my liking.
That's fair.
But I'm also kind of weird in that I like faster combat. Fury's out of bombs in level 8 and is on the wrong side of the level to get the ladder. But I don't think he's going to leave this level until he has it.
No, but the Triforce was kind of around that general direction. I think a couple rooms to the right. So it's definitely forcing him, if he goes by the strategy of sort of explore your way to the Triforce in case there's a super room, it's not going to be that bad.
Leslie taking another death in level 5. Truant Gamer getting the Triforce out of level 5. Fury on the way to where the Triforce and ladder are, and that old man was raised by a cup of coffee. That is an impressive cup of coffee. Who was able to cook and clean and all that?
Oh, I love it.
I want to know what kind of coffee this is.
Well, I would have to say it's definitely a strong brew. Hi, Betty.
White Sword in level 8. That is not insignificant at all at this time. Because, well, for Truant Gamer, it's insignificant because he got a 10-heart magical sword. For everyone else, it's significant.
Right. And it does mean that our items were kind of grouped together, so hopefully Fury is going to continue past the Triforce. Go ahead.
I don't see Fury not taking this until he gets the second item. He's got to figure, or have a pretty good idea that the ladder's in here.
Good.
Leslie's going to try to get through the wizards, but door guarding, you have to really get into the door.
Yeah, the wizards especially, they'll get in that door and just be right up your behind.
Literally. Jerry's going to go ahead and clear the Triforce room, but is going to do what he can to not pick the Triforce up, given that he doesn't have that second item yet. Just has to avoid a Y-Force. Truant Gamer's on his way back. And I believe the ladder was north of this room that Fury's in right now. Vince and Leslie both in level 5. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, no, go ahead. This might be it?
I don't remember. Well, it doesn't push, unfortunately.
Maybe it was in that little that thingy dingy, that little doohickey room that's off to the side in that 8.
You mean the nubbin?
Yes, the nubbin, that's the word I'm looking for, thank you.
Because I may have picked up that terminology and have been using it heavily.
Alright, Fury, can Fury get a strike? Yep.
Alright, that is 1 strike. He'll need 11 more in order to bowl a perfect 300.
Alright, so Truant is whistling 2.
It's like level 7.
Alright.
This is a level 1 play, I think.
Yep, looks like it.
So the question is, will the red ring be here or not?
I'm kind of hoping not. Just because I want to see a little bit more. I want to see Fury catch up a little bit more. So I want to see, oh, look at that. Alright.
That is, well, there's a boomerang.
Okay.
Fury's gotten his ladder.
So that's a cowboy doing a stagecoach hold-up.
Yes. That's a Triforce for Truant. I think he's just going to bail.
Well, I mean, you've got Magic Sword. So, I mean, Red Ring would be nice, but you don't need to knock over Ganon with that many hits anymore.
Just has to go back into 6 to get the Triforce, which conveniently is right at start and right next to level 9.
And Fury is done with level 8, getting the ladder and the Triforce out, is now going to whistle. Let's see, 4 was pretty close to 8, so I'm curious, probably going back to 1 first.
Fury's currently at 2. And yes, it looks like he is going back to 1 first.
Okay.
We'll see if Fury elects to dig it any further than the Triforce. I would expect not.
No, because even though no mags, you have Betty White on your side. And really, isn't that all we need out of life?
Yes. Although I would not mind my life narrated by somebody like the likes of a Morgan Freeman.
Ooh, that would be nice. I mean, we still have Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
So we're still holding on to Mr. Brooks, and I am grateful for that. And yes, our tracker pointing out that the bomb upgrade was purchased by Truant, and for 96 rupees, you will get a total of 2 whopping bombs.
Only 2? What am I supposed to do with 2?
Bomb 2 more walls.
We can't do percentages based off of 2.
So Fury gets the Triforce out of 1. Vincent picked up the Triforce out of 5. Is going back in for the item. Unfortunately, as we know, this is a red herring.
And Leslie does get through the blue Lionels and gets a map.
Good. Now, Fury is back in 4. Knows, I believe, the path to take. So Truant is heading in the right direction. I think the Triforce in 6 was more the upper left portion.
Yes. And interestingly, this is actually going to put the 2 of them in 9 at roughly the same time, because the Triforce in 4 will be pretty quick to get. And by the time Fury gets that and gets out of 4 back to 9, Truant will probably be right about there.
Alright, yeah. So Truant just needs to be very careful. Cannot take a death. That would be extremely detrimental at this point.
Ooh, he's going to check this side first.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's going to give Fury a little bit of extra time then, so we're going to come down to a level 9. I love it.
Oh, but the death!
Oh no!
And he had a potion! I'm pretty sure he had a potion!
Well, see, this is what happens when you don't use your potions, children.
Drink your vegetables, kids. Wait.
Yep. It's true, they could have had a V8.
Yep. V8 and club soda. So you get the bubbles. Although Truant's now going the right way. So maybe the death was a good thing.
Yep. I do like a good Bob Ross moment.
Fury will be the first runner to get into 9 now.
Alright, so for this 9, we are going for the usual standard Door and a Roar, our Pig in the Brig, our Bacon and the Taken.
Something extra bosses.
And extra bosses. Every single extra boss.
I am waiting for the day that we can get multiple Ganons.
In the same room?
No, in the same level. So you have like 3 Ganons in level 9, and you have to figure out which Ganon's the actual Ganon.
Oh, that would be terrible, but I love it. So, it looks like Fury is going to adopt a strategy of exploration rather than chucking themselves down staircases. And really, I think that's runner's preference.
I do too. Truant now back in level 9. Now in level 9 himself. Fury is now going to chuck himself down a staircase.
Alright. Because Fury went right instead of left first. So it looks like maybe Truant will up A and go left and take doors instead of staircases. Who knows?
I think the runners will keep going in a direction until they find a person to rescue.
I mean, they gotta find a person to kill first.
Minor detail.
Oh my gosh, I just saw a chunky Tektite. Fury hit it with the white sword, and it just made the thwoop sound.
They're now in the same area, and I realized I was saying something but didn't turn on the push to talk because I wasn't pushing the button.
That's fine. Was it important?
No, it was just that the Tektites don't actually have a knockback animation program, so that's why they just kind of teleport. Harry finds another stair and is gonna like to take it.
Why not? We still have a red ring out there. And I've always... It depends on who it is, but I've also heard the theory that if you feel like you're behind, you're more apt to take staircases.
Truant has gotten wall mastered.
Oh, well, once again, but this is now going left, a direction that we have not seen yet. So for all we know, this could Bob Ross him right into Ganon.
Instructions unclear, literally walked into Ganon. Oh, hi Zelda, I think.
There we go.
Pretty sure that was Zelda.
Yeah, I do believe you are correct. Oh, I hear a roar on Fury's side.
So Fury has a Ganon, but Truant has a Zelda. And Ganon's kind of in that upper right area.
Alright, so... And Fury wisely using the potions. See, children, potions! As Vincent is in the right place in level 8, and Leslie is doing some raft checks.
Yep. Leslie does not yet have the knowledge of where level 8 is. Fury gets a stun lock on the Ganon.
Beautiful stun lock.
And that is the... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, now it's just a race.
Yep. Well, I mean, that helps, right?
Well... Get out!
The old man was like, oh, thank you for saving me by killing Ganon. Now feed me money. Pretty sure that was Tingle.
So the question is, as somebody in chat, oh, Bogey Schmells, pointing out that if Fury up and A's will definitely put them in the right direction to get to Zelda, because that was only just a left and up, and that's it. So
yeah.
Maybe if this goes to nowhere, then Fury is just going to do the up A, maybe, hopefully remembering that, yep, here it is.
The best thing to happen to Fury, ironically, is that he runs out of bombs.
Well, he's only got one left.
Now, he's gonna go left.
Yep.
Now watch him chuck himself in the stair and just ignore it.
But this could push him in the right direction, because Fury didn't take... I mean, yeah, Truant didn't take any staircases. You gotta go up here.
Yep. He's gonna go up here. And he's gonna see this.
And then I think it was left.
Yeah, I think you had to go left from here.
And then up one more?
If you can bomb up out of this room, he's only got one bomb. You might not want to bomb up out of this room.
Okay, then was it up here?
And Truant has found the red ring.
Oh, what color are you gonna turn? Red.
Oh, that's not Zelda!
Oh.
Because I think that's attached to the door that Truant saw with the trap room that stayed closed. which would mean that there were wall masters in that room.
So that's the only other explanation. Because
Vincent is now in the room with the ladder,
perfect.
and Leslie's not too far off of finding level 8.
So this could be then a red herring for Truant, because Truant didn't check to see if there was wall masters and just assumed that the closed door meant Ganon.
We have a heart container.
Zelda. That chick he's rescuing.
The person.
Yeah.
We have a heart container as the second item on level 9.
Alright. So that then, what is it? What were we missing? Oh.
Book.
Book being our second item in level 1. Okay.
Leslie Pro is now in level 4. Vincent has gotten the ladder and a heart container out of level 8.
But Vincent is heading in the right direction, so just
There's
a couple rooms.
Trap. Wait, what? Hold on.
Wait, when did Fury find Zelda?
Apparently it was the trap room?
It was the trap room?
And I just misread where the trap room was on the map?
No, I don't think we did.
Well, it was north of the trap room and Zelda was in her room. Vincent is going to pick up the Triforce in level 8. Fury will take second place with that finish. Official time of 1:04:37. Finishing ahead of him was Sidetown with a time of 58:54.
Wow, that's not bad at all. I rescind. Yes, Bogey, rescind the rescinding of the GGs. So hopefully we can get Fury in here to talk with us for a little while. And Truant is still on the hunt for the pig.
Vincent has picked up the magical sword.
Love it. A 10 heart mags pickup just brightens anybody's day. And Truant is heading in the right direction.
I believe with that ding, we do have a Mr. Fury in the booth with us. GG's, and congrats on the podium finish.
GG's.
Thank you.
That was a fantastic race. We have to check the footage, because we could have sworn that we couldn't find Zelda, we had found Zelda, and then we didn't find Zelda, and then we looked away for a second, we said, wait a minute, Zelda's in her room and Fury's got her.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
So how about the ladder?
Yeah, that late ladder kind of told me I wasn't going to potentially do too well, but at the same time, it was in 8. It was kind of in a weird spot. I don't know if you can get there from the other side from where I was, but... Yeah.
You can. Both Truant and Vincent got to the ladder that way.
By the time I was in 8, that's where it was, though. So it was you gotta dig the second item, no choice.
Well, from what we've seen on the restream, that pretty much everybody has dug 8 as their last possible check for that ladder.
Yeah, it's Eastern Death Mountain. Not really any reason to go that direction because the seed's basically forcing you to West Death Mountain if you take the any roads, and there's not a whole lot up there besides where the dungeons are in the grave.
Vincent has gotten the Triforce out of level 4, just needs to go back to 1. If you're curious, level 1's other item was the book.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wasn't any real reason for me to stick around there too long. At best, I was going to either get a map of 9 or I was going to get a red ring, but found the red ring later on in 9.
Mm-hmm. And Truant found... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say you did get the white sword out of 8, which was almost unfortunate because our magic sword heart requirement was only 10 tonight.
Yeah, what did I have? 9? 8?
9.
Yeah, somewhere not enough.
Something extra bosses that really weren't that big of an issue, it seemed.
Yeah, the only major concern was, would I get the 6-heart bow or the 5-heart bow? Because that was kind of my struggle. Was I going to run out of hearts? Because I think I hit a mugger in 2 with cash for arrows that I might need, or heart container when I still hadn't picked up bow at 5 hearts, so I was not happy.
Truant Gamer has found the pig, but unfortunately took a death.
Alright, Truant does not have potions, because I was going to start yelling.
Okay. Well, I
So
don't...
we're fine. Yep,
Ed-
no yelling required.
Not yet.
I'm wondering if there was an easier way around the bait outside that ladder block room, because that was the other thing that was kind of entertaining, was if you don't have the ladder, I don't know there's an easy way to the Triforce in 7.
There is a way to it, but it's not easier.
Yeah, Truant was able to pull both the item and the Triforce out of 7 without bait or ladder, but was, like Boof had said, not the easiest.
Yeah, you had to take the long way around, whereas you just used the bait, and it's what, like 2 rooms away from that, and you had your Triforce?
Yeah, the only other direct route I think was to go through the topside moat room, and then after that I think there was a staircase that was also potentially going to get you around it, but I didn't have any reason to go bombing anything, so I didn't.
Vincent is about to enter level 9 as Truant is entering the Ganon fight for a second time.
Alright, you got this, Truant. Come on. 3. There we go. Beautiful stun lock, and Ganon is down. Alright, I gotta see where Truant goes, because I could have sworn...
If you could go up at start, you could get there really quick. There might have been a bomb wall up here somewhere, but I had 1 or 2 bombs left, so I did bomb up in this room, which is
It was
obviously
a
where it's at.
bomb wall. Okay, that's what I think threw us off also, because we were wondering, we... Yeah, it was. Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Everyone, please get your GGs in chat for Truant Gamer finishing in 6th place with an official time of 110 flat. Finishing ahead of him was Homer J Smash in 3rd with a 105.13. TA909 in 4th with a 105.22. And Chestrick in 5th with a 107.26.
So Chestrick probably had the magical sword for all the hearts.
I would be shocked if Chester comes in and is like, yeah, I just 3-hearted the seed. Even though you needed more hearts for the bow.
If he does that, I will give you every dollar I have.
Now, he could have ended on 3 hearts and just paid hearts to the buggers.
And with that, Dingle, we are joined by Truant Gamer. GG's to you.
Thank you.
GG's.
GG's, Fury.
Yep, you and Fury definitely gave us a good race. You were behind Fury, I'd say, less than a minute into level 9. And it was just a case of you found Zelda first, but then Fury found Ganon first, and was just able to figure out the puzzle.
Seems like it's always the way when the 2 of us are lined up.
So, how about the ladder?
I figured out, I think before I got to level 4, when I went in there, from that point on, I think I found 4's item, and I kind of figured it had to be an 8, and then 5 kind of sealed the deal. Worked out that I went right instead of left to check that one-off spot before I went the rest of Death Mountain, or else it would have been a lot longer.
Yeah, the fact that the seed kind of shoehorned you into that is something. Leslie Pro just found level 8. We have a map of 9. It's the thing.
It's surprisingly more complete than it felt like it was going to be when I was in it.
Well, I don't just want to say box. I gotta look at this one for a second or two.
It has at least 3 nubbins.
Yep. We've got 3 nubbins, but an open mouth on the other side. So it's one of the Bubble Bobble dinosaurs.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
There we go.
I believe Kairos, our tracker, is wrong with his suggestion.
Well, Kairos, as everybody in chat, always is allowed 1 cactus. And if that is Kairos' choice tonight to use this cactus on level 9, then so be it.
I'm going to use my cactus on level 3 because we never saw the map of it.
Well, the dungeons themselves, besides that level 4, really weren't too bad tonight. I mean, that 4 was something, and I loved it. Alright, good. Vincent turned pink, he didn't turn brown.
Crisis averted.
It's starting to feel like in the randomizer, 4 and 5 had like the highest potential to go wild with 4 and 5 situations with a whole bunch of small setups.
I wonder if it's something to do with, like, the room count has to be X amount of rooms, but, oh, these shapes are starting to get really weird, so let's just throw rooms in random locations.
Yeah, I always feel like 4 tends to be more like H-shaped or more, along those lines of segments with 1 or 2 rooms in between, and then more segments, and then a lot of stairs.
Alright, so Vincent has found the princess, or in this case has found the kidnapped. I mean, it could be, princess in a suit, and this is just Link in a dress. There's no judgment here. But we need to get up to that top right section.
Yes, and it looks like Vince is on kind of that path. Leslie does pick up the ladder.
Good.
Leslie's going to need that.
It's just a little bit of cleanup, and Leslie's not going to be too far behind to get into 9.
No.
Yeah. That's the thing, is like once you find the ladder, it was just... Whew, I blinked and I missed it. Alright, chuck yourself down this staircase, Vincent.
He does not. Not yet. He may in a moment.
Alright, now we need to see some staircase chucking.
And don't fall down the stairs either. If you're gonna fall down the stairs just to say I threw myself down the stairs, well, that's a bit of a problem.
Well, technically, couldn't the keys kind of damage boost you, and that kind of counts as falling down the stairs?
The only weirdness with that is if the keys damage boost you up, are you then falling up the stairs?
I mean, you can fall upstairs. I can confirm that I have personally fallen upstairs before.
I've seen somebody do it once. It was an interesting thing to see.
Well, I mean, so how much momentum was behind that, though? Are we talking like fell up several stairs?
Well, given that they were running from something, there was a decent amount of momentum.
Alright, I will allow it.
Vince is trying to make his way through the level 9 to get to the Ganon. Yes, the Ganon. There's only one at the moment. I think it would be fun to have multiple Ganons in 9, and you have to figure out which one's the real Ganon.
So you could kill a Ganon, go back to the Zelda room. The door still would not open, and that's how you know that you have to go kill another Ganon.
Either that, or there's something like different about the sprite when you stun it.
Okay, I can get behind this.
Like his shoes are slightly different or something.
Shoes.
Yeah, he's got the ruby slippers on, so.
Oh, that's cute.
Vincent is making his way up to where Ganon is.
He just needs to get this. Alright, very, very nice. Oh, wait, that's right. You can't go this way. Because I don't believe there is a way to bomb up from here. I think you had to go all the way down and around.
Well, I know Truant got into Ganon's room from the left.
Yeah, I took the chute originally, but that's still going down and around.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some options getting in there today.
I have one question on the restream tonight.
I can
Did
give you one answer.
anyone get silvers before me?
Well, Leslie probably saw them about the same time as you, but he got sniped by the geese and he just came back later. So technically, Leslie did not, even though he saw them around the same time as you did, if not before.
I'll allow it.
Speaking of Leslie, he's about to pick up the white sword.
Yep, and Vincent has heard the roar, so we will be getting a Ganon fight very shortly. Yes, tracker confirming Leslie saw them first, but Truant was the actual person who obtained them first.
I'd like to note, Vince got in here on his last bomb and does also have a double potion, so be prepared. I think Vincent will be fine.
Prepared. Oh yeah, Vincent's gonna be fine. When all else fails and you can't get the stun lock, you sort of hide yourself in the bottom corner. I think it's one tile up from the either the left or rightmost corner, and you just stand there and you stab.
Then eventually Ganon comes to you, and then you kill him, and then you get a giant piece of triangular flashing cheese.
Mm-hmm. And who doesn't love flashing cheese?
And the same people who tell me my irradiated pasta salad's not a good idea.
Amateurs.
Vince has a path back to Zelda, so he's just going to take the path that he knows.
Yep. But you could have bombed up from this spot, right?
This spot I'm not sure.
Or was I know there was like an easy bomb hole up, and that's what threw Alsoa and I off, thinking that Zelda was somewhere else.
I think it's north of this room, or somewhere around this room.
Yeah, you had to have been able to bomb up in that other room. Unless Vincent... Yeah, Vincent's going a different path.
Leslie's on the path back to the Triforce, but takes a death.
Heck and heck. Alright. Where is Vincent going? Alright, Vincent's going on a ride. This is fine.
He's taking the scenic route.
I know. And I am enjoying every bit of it, though we didn't get to see what was in that little nubbin on the left, I don't think.
Maybe Leslie will go there.
This is true.
Leslie does still need to get the Triforce out of 8 and then clean up 4, 5, and 1.
Now, do we have any time restrictions that we have to be out of here by?
Offhand, I don't know. We'll probably just have to ask someone.
Okie doke. Or when somebody comes on, it's like, get off. There's another race coming.
And Vince has found the way to the Zelda, is going to rescue the Link, and will finish in 9th with an official time of 1:20:44. Finishing between Truant and Vince were Caffey JD in 7th with a time of 1:12:10, and Stun with a time of 1:14:02.
Very nice.
Hopefully I pronounced their name correctly.
I thought you did. And another dingle. Vincent, GG's to you.
Thank you. How many times did you yell at me to go get back into 8?
To be honest, I didn't yell really at all at you for that decision, because at that point you had not found 4. I wondered out loud, and then Alsoa explained that you had not found 4 yet, so I held off on yelling at you.
Alrighty. I was like, this is it. I don't want to dig it yet. And I'm like, okay, I need to find 4s. And that was the exact reason why I held off digging 8, because I was like, I need to find 4. I need to see if I need an overworld blocking item. That was my
Joke's on you.
Yeah, I wanted to see if I needed another one.
So speaking of 8, how about the ladder?
I was very happy to see the ladder. I was like, or else I would have been like, oh man. So how many people? So it looks like the only person that didn't grab Megs was Fury.
For the restream, that is correct. He had 9 hearts when he finished the seed. Everyone else has had 10 or more, and Leslie just picked it up himself.
Yep, I just saw that. Yeah, I felt pretty good in the seed. I was like, nope. I am just going to leave and come back when I need to. when I have more gear.
Yeah, that was kind of the theme, I think, for everybody, because it was about trying to find that progression, because the seed at first was just throwing things at everybody. I mean, we had the any key in 7, we had the silvers in 6, and then bow as our white sword item at 5 hearts. And then
5 hearts?
Yep, 5 hearts was the magic number tonight for our white sword item pickup. And
Okay.
and then, of course, the shenanigans with the ladder. So the seed did taketh.
Yeah, I was like, that's a lot. Having an early one, it seemed really nice. Being able to get into 2. So my other question is, who got the one first in the restream?
I
think it was Fury?
I think Fury had the one first.
Yeah, I kind of went off to the left. I was like, I'm just going to clear this area off, and then I'm going to make my way over to the right side, where apparently everything was at.
No, hold on. Level 4 was on the left side. Level 8 was technically on the left side.
That is true, but pretty much 1, 2, 7, and at least right offhand, that's what I remember was on the right side. And 3 was on the right hand side.
And 7.
I thought I mentioned 7.
Did you mention 7?
I think I was paying attention to Leslie fighting the Lionels, and I didn't recall. Leslie has gotten the Triforce out of 5. Leslie had a little bit of issues with getting weapons early, and also has taken quite a few deaths on his path, which I think is what slowed him down the most.
That is very unfortunate to have that happen. 5, I was like, okay, let's dig this. And I was like, okay, what is here? And I was like, I got into that Lionel room, and I was like, and then that Triforce dropped there. I was like, oh man, I need to go back in. I can't leave the item here. It could be something important here, like the ladder that I desperately. Next thing I know, 4 and 5 had the other 2 items, which would have set me off track. Potentially, because 4 would not have, but 5 might have set me off course. I tried to check the 2 raft spots, since literally all I had left at that point was just like that upper area, that Death Mountain, and that one spot below the grave, in the grave.
Well, I believe, Fury, you ran out of bombs up on Death Mountain. Was that what stopped you from bombing the transition space and instead checking raft spots?
I had just enough bombs to clear West Death Mountain if I started at the Armos in Death Mountain screen and went west, so that influenced my decision to go west first, and I was hoping that I would pick up bombs on any number of screens that might have bomb droppers. Unfortunately, none of them decided to drop, so went back and checked the raft and power bracelet spots and went to pick up bombs at one of the shops that I knew existed, until I guess I hit a power bracelet spot at a bomb shop. So basically, it was near the end of the sea when I actually did all of Death Mountain, west and east, so it only cost me a minute or 2 at that point.
Leslie Pro is about to be done with level 4, gets a really good Wizro, but gets the Triforce as the bomb is spawning, so doesn't get to pick up the bomb.
Well, obviously, because that's just how the game rolls sometimes. Or when it sucks you out of, like, a bomb hole in the dungeon.
Yeah. Leslie's just gotta go finish up 1, and then they will be on their way to 9.
Alright, so, yep, just 1 more to the left. Oh, nope, wait.
I think he...
Okay, alright. I'm like, what are you doing, Leslie?
I think he was just trying to get off of that particular screen. Whistling to here is not terrible. It's just a little bit longer. Looks like he's going to try to go to 7 direct.
There we go.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be here. I want to get closer. So I was like, I can whistle to 3 and about be the same distance, just 1 screen off.
Yep, not bad at all.
Now, I do wonder if Leslie will elect to dig one, hoping to find a red ring.
I was kind of happy to find a red ring in 9.
There's your banana.
Alright, a little bit of spite.
And there's a main handler.
Yep, but this you have to clear in order to get the Triforce. And Leslie is going to opt to explore first, so may get the book first.
4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42!
So
It is like-
what's the book?
I don't actually understand that reference.
The book was our second item in 1, but nobody had found it. And if Leslie... Perfect. Beautiful strike on that manhandler. Yep, Leslie's not getting it either.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna leave.
I mean, you're an hour 30 and you just want to get out of this seat as fast as you can, since you still still need to go through 9.
Well, thankfully, I mean... I don't know, I like the idea of going into 9 with a map, obviously, you always do, but I mean, 9 is just... it's chunk. So I
Yeah.
don't ever really feel that bad.
It's always a piece of Swiss cheese. Just a matter of, do you get, like, the very top of the block of Swiss cheese, or do you get the middle of the Swiss cheese?
I'm not that fond of Swiss cheese. It has to be the right dish.
I really only like Swiss cheese on Rubens.
I will agree with you there. Or once a good dish that my aunt made that had chicken. It was some sort of like chicken. I think there was ranch in there too.
So if you were to give me a Reuben, I would automatically request no sauerkraut.
Dot shame.
I have tried it, and it made me sick.
Now, is it just sauerkraut or is it cabbage in general? Because kimchi is fantastic.
It's sauerkraut in general.
Gotcha. Actually, no, then kimchi would probably make you sick too. It's the same kind of thing, isn't it?
It's probably
I have no idea what that is, so...
fermented cabbage.
Spicy fermented cabbage.
Looks like Leslie is going to take the throw myself down every stair and hope it does something approach.
Well, I mean, technically, it's a good strategy because it's going to put them right by Ganon, and we just need a couple rooms to hear the roar. So I think if you go left...
Yeah, you gotta go left.
I said left, Leslie.
Hey, up is a valid direction to go. When you know,
Yeah.
like, 5 rooms of level 9.
Well, the good news is that this is... don't know if this was a staircase or not, but, because I saw it, it's like, oh, this is not Ganon, let's get out of here. I don't hear Ganon,
thank
let's
goodness.
get... Yeah,
Alright, so this wasn't alright. Now we'll go left. This is perfect.
yep. He's... Okay.
Yep, just a quick left turn here, and...
No roar yet.
Is it one more to the left, I think?
It's one up from here.
Oh, okay.
Then you can hear the roar.
Looks like he's gonna go left. Clear this room to see if that's Zelda.
He might end up taking this staircase. I have no idea where this takes me because I literally saw a lot of staircases and just didn't go down them.
Looks like he is gonna take the stair, and that takes you to the tippy top corner.
Alright, and is... Alright, electing to go back down the staircase. But this is good, that means then hopefully we'll then go back out. No, we'll probably go to the left. Heck! But I think even still then, based on the routing, Leslie will hear the roar and know that they have to go back to that other door.
Let's see here. Well, looks like he's gonna stay in this upper portion.
If he does one more room to the left, we'll give him the roar.
Oh, okay. Well, there might have been a door coming from the north, wasn't there?
There is a door.
Yes, there was.
But it's a mugger. And he doesn't have the money.
Yeah, but you got potions and a heart. Pay it!
Pay the heart.
Pay that heart.
Pay the heart.
Get up there! There we go.
And
Actually,
there's Ganon.
Yeah, this was a full 4-door Ganon, because I believe it was Truant that bombed into Ganon's room.
Leslie's got to be a little careful. Does go ahead and potion.
I actually bombed into Ganon's room.
Oh, you bombed in too? Perfect.
Yep.
One more. There we go.
Nice. Now Leslie's just got to get to Zelda.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is a lot of rooms to explore, and oh wait, Zelda was in her own room, so there's only one way in, unfortunately.
I thought she was in the Triforce room.
I thought she was home.
She was in her vanilla room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was as soon as I got into her room, I was just like, I ignored what the screen looked like.
Can I walk up to Zelda? Yes, I'm good. I think the worst is when you're gambling on ladderless and then you find Zelda in a double river room, so it's like, really? I gotta find a way around, hopefully? Instead of trying to find a ladder?
I mean, it could be worse. You could find her in a Chevy room, and then know you need to find the ladder.
Well, yes.
I think that was one of my most favorite races I saw. I think it was Cantaloupe, and I forget who the other person was. But as soon as I saw it, just like, you watch it just to see the face that they're gonna make.
Yeah.
So at this point, up A is what we are hoping for Leslie Pro, or even a death.
Like that.
Yep, just like that. So this is going to be a Bob Ross moment, and Leslie just needs to take that door to the left. And then maybe psychically will them to bomb up, because I believe you can bomb up from this room here, and that is a much shorter path to the princess.
Oh, I just nope.
Nope.
Cause they don't have the map. They're not.
But they have stopped throwing themselves downstairs.
Which is good. Which I do believe this, while not the most direct route, this will still eventually lead to the kidnapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, go to the right! Or was it to the left and then around? Was the left?
Yeah, it was the left. He's fine.
Yep.
Okay, so we're fine. Okay. I could have sworn. No, this is the floor heart, right? Or coast heart.
That was the coast chart. Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna see the nubbin.
Oh.
If the nubbin has the compass, that'll be amazing.
Come on, compass nubbin. Dang it. Maybe it's in a different part. Maybe it's in a different nubbin. There was 3 nubbins to choose from.
Yes, and we've seen... Oh, we get Swole Mastered!
Oh. You jerk.
Well, we've seen 2 of the nubbins.
All right.
That means it has to be in the third nubbin.
Right. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
How about a staircase?
He's gonna consider it and take it.
Maybe
See where this leads him. Alright, that puts him more on the same path.
Yeah,
Yep.
kinda.
He saved walking through one room.
Yep.
Alright. So then it was...
Oh,
I
he
can't
doesn't
remember.
recognize where he is at.
Yeah, because it was... I can't remember the route that you took, because I remember you can bomb up in that staircase room, like the room directly to the left, and that's the most direct route to Zalrite.
Can't
Looks like
bomb
he
up.
is trying to bomb. But... he seems to be a little... I wonder if he was thinking he hasn't been to that room to the right yet, but he has been to that room to the right. Now he's gonna take a little bit of a long way around, unless he jumps in the stair. Please don't jump it. He's gonna jump in the stair.
But that's okay,
That's-
the stair only is to the item, so...
Oh, yes.
So this is
Yeah.
okay, this is...
Yeah, this is the heart container here. So then if he goes one room up, you have to go one room right. You can't bomb right. You have to then...
He is clearing the room, so it looks like he's gonna go that way.
Good.
Nice kill. And he will see the locked door.
Right, but at least this is providing something of a linear path. We just have to make sure there's no doors leading to the left.
And we haven't seen a staircase or potential staircase room yet, so we're good there.
Good.
I think that room... One of
Oh,
these
but there is
rooms...
this room.
No, this is the red ring.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, okay. So at this point, the game is pretty much forcing you to go to the kidnapped.
Leslie
even
was
if-
not happy to see the red ring this late.
Although you did call it also, you did say red ring and 9.
Something extra bosses.
Besides that.
Something Leslie has to clear this room.
Yep, and once he clears this room, one more room to the right, and you'll see the shutter door automatically open.
There we go. Perfect. I'm actually surprised he didn't try to set her on fire.
Everyone, please get your GGs in chat for Leslie Pro finishing 16th with a time of 1:41:37. In between was Potato Pony in 10th with a 1:21:05. Moko with a time of 1:23:22. Chaos with a time of 1:23:38. Jess Andy with a time of 1:24:06. Kennedy J with a time of 1:13:37. And Galen with a time of 1:34 flat.
And one more dingle for the night. GG's, Leslie.
Thanks for the GG's, everybody. I don't even know where to begin with that.
Well, if I want to begin anywhere, it was just you were a little bit behind everybody else in terms of getting some offensive weaponry.
Yeah, I felt that, especially at Wood Sword at 25 minutes. But I got the wand before that, so it's not like I wasn't lacking. It's just that thing doesn't work against Wizrobes.
But let's be real, does the wood sword work against Wizrobes?
Somewhat, but not really.
So how about the ladder?
That would have been nice a lot sooner. But then again, I just didn't have the bombs to pull the trigger on going into even exploring all of Death Mountain. But, good lord, that would have helped a lot sooner.
The red ring being in 9 was also kind of mean.
Well, it wasn't just scene 9. According to how I still have my tracker up. That was literally 3 rooms from Zelda, and that was the only way to get there.
You could bomb into the room just before her, but that's not a bomb wall that you're gonna generally try unless you're just trying all the bomb walls.
And I think you had just missed the map. Because somehow... Oh, if you would have taken that first staircase in the room on the right, that would have led you one room up, which would have led you to the map, I think.
Missed that detail. Ah, well, it happens. But still, shoutouts to seeing Silvers a couple of minutes in 6, so that was burned into the back of my mind to get that as soon as I could. And I did get it as soon as I found the bow.
Yes, you were the first person to see it.
Yeah, but that stupid keys on the staircase.
Yep, that case matumboed me, for lack of a better term.
I did say during the stream, the 3 hardest enemies in the game were Beamos, Keese, and the Grid.
But still, I mean, let's be fair. The seed gave very nice things. It gave you a wand into the Armos, your 5-heart bow, Silvers in 6, 10 heart mags.
That helped considerably.
Yeah,
But
it's
how
kind of-
expensive bombs were and needing to buy them, you were not getting a blue ring in this seed. That definitely made things tough.
I actually managed to keep... I had 255 rubies for a while there, sitting on it, not having anything to buy.
Well, I do believe we only also saw one bomb upgrade. There was only one bomb upgrade I think that we saw that was in 6, and it wasn't even that good anyway. It gave you only 2 extra.
Yep.
Oh, I
It's
thought
a
I saw
price,
that.
I wonder.
I think I saw it. I saw a bomb upgrade somewhere, but I didn't buy it because I didn't have the rubies at the time.
Yeah, 1 I definitely know for sure in 6. If there was any others, I am old and just missed it.
It could have been in 1 because we didn't see that much of it.
This is true. Nobody did end up getting the second item out of 1, which was the book.
Yeah, not that would have helped me all that much, because I would have had to deal with... I would have had to have dealt with fire.
Yep, self-immolation is definitely a thing.
But it is a good way to reset your count.
We've gone over this. You have to be able to get to 10.
You could reset it on 8 if you wanted.
How do people count to 10?
1, 2, 3, Keese, 1, 2, Bubble, 1, 2, Rope, 1, 6, Dark Knight. 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Wizro Beam right in the back.
All fun. So it isn't.
Alright. Well, let me take a look. What do we have on our schedule? I don't believe the next Zelda 1 randomizer race is not going to be until next Sunday, which is going to be an ABNS Swiss. So everybody get your swordless practice in if you are planning on participating.
Instructions unclear, already started practicing.
Instructions on clear, pseudo swordless practice.
Nope.
True swordless. So for those of you participating in that, good luck. You'll need it.
Yeah, pseudo swordless. The problem is the logic doesn't actually account for pseudo swordless.
I have gotten through every scene with that I've practiced without the wood sword. And I've done like 20 of them. Well, over 20 of the pseudo swordless. Maybe more.
So what's the difference between swordless and pseudo swordless?
Pseudo swordless, you don't turn on the swordless flag, so you have swords, but you're not allowed to pick up. I think it's the wood sword only. Like, you can pick up the white sword and the magical sword, but you can't pick up the wood sword.
Correct. But the nice thing is the Armos item is set to the red candle, and then the white sword item is the wand.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Okay, that makes it a lot better, because the ones that I played were just everything was random, pray that you didn't have Patra blocking wand and white sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be evil. That would just be true evil.
Or we-
Also,
Yeah, I know. I
also,
threw
assume
you
guys
in.
saw me burn the boomerang and won, because at that point in time, I did not want to see that item. At that point in time, I wanted to see a ring.
I mean, you saw it, right? Yeah, eventually. And you set that on fire too, if memory serves.
Yeah, at that point, I was just annoyed at the timing, because that would have helped for a number of things earlier, like a good hour earlier, just saying.
Yep, instead, you just get it at the end, like, oh, you're gonna beat the game. Have this. It's like the bonus levels in... It's like, alright, well, you've beaten everything. Here's this bonus level. It's like, thanks?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, I do believe we are ready for some closing remarks, so we'll start at the top. Fury, do you have anything for us?
Thanks to the two of you for doing commentary and Kairos for pushing buttons behind the scenes. That's about it.
Leslie, how about you?
Well, I'll echo that, and I'll also add in this was a fun year of Z1R. This flag set, oof. This flag set was fun, but it was punishing as heck. Because there were days where there were siege where it was nice to you, there were siege where it was just downright mean, and then there was siege where it was something in between. I feel like this was one of those in-between seeds that just... Well, the route didn't pan out, but I certainly feel like the improvement from this past year definitely showed in this seed, and who knows what next year will bring.
Vincent, how about you?
This has been a great year of Z1R. I am one of the I began this year playing the randomizer. I have enjoyed it. I've never wanted to stop doing anything but it. This seed was one of the nicer seeds I have played. Not one of my best records, but one of the nicer seeds I've came across. And I want to thank everyone for doing all the work, the commentators, the tracker, and everyone in SG coming by to watch and run the event.
Awesome. Elsa, anything from you, my dear?
My math is horribly wrong, so I owe nobody apologies.
That is not your fault.
It's totally my fault. I did the math wrong.
No, the math is not wrong. It is the assumptions that you made with said math that was wrong.
Yes, okay.
The numbers
Also,
did
I
not
don't
lie.
apologize for mentioning the Scott Steiner math promo in the race time room.
Yeah, Kairos is right. Therefore, the math was wrong.
Well, speaking of Kairos, thank you very much for tracking and keeping us all on point when we were missing things. Alsoa, as always, it is fantastic to commentate with you, math or no math.
And I would say the same to you, Boof, that this was absolutely wonderful and always is wonderful to do.
So I do believe that does it for us. So please, may everybody make sure to give a follow to our runners, Truant Gamer, Fury SK, Vincent246, and Leslie Pro04. And for everybody here, I am Boof and Boom. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. GG's.